Hey guys, welcome back. It is TechLock here, and we are finally on to our third hero in the Summer Returners banner concept build video series. And again, I do apologize this is taking so long, it's really drawn out, but I think these units are just so good that they each kind of need their own individual deep dive. So today, as you can see, we have Summer Helbindi here. And this is just his normal kit that he comes with, the Sanford Spade, Rally Attack Defense Plus, our Dual Infantry and Panic Toy. Great unit. As you can see, he has a great stat spread, pretty min-maxed, but in all the right areas. Minimum speed, maximum everything else. So, also he has great fodder too, so let's get into these builds. So the first build, and probably one of the most popular ones for Helbindi. Yeah. That our Dual Infantry has been a long time coming. People are gonna fodder it off. I would love for Fire Emblem Heroes to release a statistic of how many Helbindis were summoned versus how many are still actually in people's barracks. I don't know if they can do that, but that would be hilarious because I think it'd be less than 50% of people would actually keep this boy around. And I know there are people who are summoned on this banner specifically just to get that our Dual Infantry skill to put on units like Lelina so they can use them in different arena maps, or one of the 3 different arenas. Alright. And she has a pretty powerful unit, well deserving of the skill, so that would be the first quote unquote build for Helbindi. Alright guys, come on. Gotta get serious here. The real build for Helbindi. Okay, yes, another troll, but again, something else a lot of people are going to do is put our Dual Infantry on a red Dancer, just because Dancers have super low BST and they're infinitely useful in arena maps. And I can see a lot of the our Dual Infantry skill going here as well. So yeah, get ready to see a lot of Olivias, a lot of Leans, a lot of Zilvias with red Dual Infantry. Okay, alright. Guys, I am sorry. Enough of the trolling, enough of the jokes. We have to show Helbindi a little bit more respect. Alright. Here he is. Here he is, guys. Promised. At first, this video I was just gonna make an entirely troll video with our Dual Infantry builds, but no. He actually does have some use, and there actually is a lot of good things to build with him. So this is the first of 2 actually pretty good builds that I thought of with Helbindi. And obviously the first one, and just given his whole stat spread here, you're really going to make him a tank. There's really no use for him to enemy phase anyone. Again, I'm not a huge fan of the theme weapons on this banner. That whole it's plus attack, plus attack defense, +4 if he gets rallied, or a skill like that is effective on him, and I don't like it. Again, I don't like things that you have to go to your way to trigger or condition or not easily triggered. So yeah, I'm not going to give him a build with his original weapon. I think there's weapons that are a lot easier to use, like Gaishin here from New Year's Creed, which basically has chill attack built into it. I think it's a great weapon to run on any tank, just basically increasing his bulk by lowering the offensive firepower of whoever's coming up against him. And then again, it's a pretty standard build for a tank going throughout. Sturdy Stance 2 is a fairly cheap and easy skill to get. It comes on Halloween Dorcas, who you can summon with 100 grails. And if I'm correct, it does come with Sturdy Stance 2 at 4 stars, so you don't even need to waste 20,000 feathers to upgrade him to 5 stars. And I think it's a really good way to ensure that plus attack and defense +4 without needing the rallies and triggers and all that other stuff. So basically taking the effect from his Sanford Spade and putting it here into his A slot, because granted he didn't really have an A slot to, I mean he has red Dual Infantry, but you're not really going to be using that on this Helbindi. Again, noontime quick riposte, keeping his HP up is always a good idea, and with noontime having a 2 cooldown, he's hopefully always gonna stay in that having high HP, having a very solid defensive bulk. If you refine whatever weapon you give him, if the weapon is refinable, which it should be since it's inheritable. If you refine it with resistance, you get +4, making his defense and resistance equal, and you get the HP buff that you would, because I believe his HP is normally 44. With the refine, you get HP +5. Red Dual Infantry gives HP +5, but again, there's no reason to keep Red Dual Infantry on him for just the HP +5. So again, an easy refine can bring you back up to that 49 HP. And then hopefully he's going to tank, he's going to get doubled by most every unit in the game, so hopefully he can tank those hits pretty well. And then on his second follow-up attack, he will be hitting with Noontime, hopefully hitting pretty hard. Also, he's a very, very easy boy to buff, just because, again, when you're setting up a tanky unit just for an enemy phase, it's very easy to position units around him to give him in-combat buffs, spurs, and other skills like that. And also we're going to give him attack defense bond in his S slot here. Again, when we're setting up a tanky unit, it's very easy to position him next to another unit, so it's very easy to trigger those bond skills. Panic Ploy, you know, I don't know if I like Panic Ploy. He comes with it, and it's actually not the easiest skill to acquire. It's actually, I've put a Panic Ploy on a couple of my units. It's not the easiest skill to go around and find. You have to use Grails and 20,000 feathers and whatnot. And he comes with it. It's a decent skill, but I don't think he has the HP to pull it off. I prefer, when I'm using Panic Ploy, I like to have my unit with at least 55 HP. Again, he doesn't even cross the 50 HP threshold, so I don't know if it's a great skill. Another skill that I would use here, the Ploy skills. He has very good res, especially if you refine his weapon. I think maybe Attack Ploy, Defense Ploy, if you want to hit harder with guys shooting at Noontime, Defense Ploy would be good as well. But I think he has the res to pull off these Ploy skills really, really well. So that's one build. And then I was thinking, alright, okay, we're building a tank here, and it's going to be very easy to position him next to other units. So this is the other build that I came up with. So again, we have Heart's Blade, and I know that's a very tricky blade to come across because it only comes on Valentine's Day Ike, and if you're going to fodder up Valentine's Day Ike, you probably want to get distant counter off him as well. But again, concept builds, no Ikes for harm to the making of this unit, unless I inspire you to do just this with your Helbindi and your Valentine's Day Ike. But again, we have Heart's Blade refined for resistance, so he gets that very even keel defense and resistance. If you want to refine it for attack or want to refine it for defense, it's up to you. It's how you want to build him. I just wanted to kind of make those stats very, very similar and even. But the thing about Heart's Blade is you get the buffs. If the unit is adjacent to another unit, it gets attack, defense. He gets this whole spectrum +3. So it's going to be +3 to attack, speed, defense, and res. We don't really care about the speed, but the +3 to attack, defense, and res is substantial, and having 40 defense and 40 res is pretty crazy, especially on an infantry unit. But then you'll see a lot of the other stuff here kind of works similarly with being next to units. So obviously Heart's Blade, the effect's going to be triggered from being next to a unit. Sorcery Blade, if you're next to a mage unit, he will target the lower of the foe's resistance or defense. So whether it's a dragon coming, or whether it's high defense, low defense, high res, low res, he's always going to target the lower of the units. And again, being a tanky unit, setting up for enemy phase, it's going to be very easy to get a mage unit next to him, so he will always target, making sure he hits that much harder with his attacks. Also, Blue Flame works really well with these two because Blue Flame, it deals 10 damage when it triggers, but if you're next to a unit, it deals 25 damage. So again, this whole build is just basically being set up next to another unit, preferably a mage, to get Sorcery Blade in effect. But again, 3 cooldown, so he'll get attacked, you attack back, the other unit will most likely double, and then when you retaliate, you will have that Blue Flame triggered for an extra 25 damage, hopefully taking out that unit that attacked you. And then attack defense bond, because bonds, baby. That's what this whole build is about, is being next to a unit and taking advantage of that. And again, there's a lot of different C slots that work here. Ploys are really good. Like I mentioned in the last build, I like Savage Blow, just because Helbindi is a savage, so that kind of made a little sense to me. But yeah, that was my second build. Again, this one's really high investment, but if you love Helbindi, it's certainly worth it, and I think it's a really, really great build to put on a tank unit such as this who doesn't have the armor weakness. Again, he may not be as tanky as some armored units, but he also doesn't have that armor weakness on him. So, alright guys, those are my Helbindi builds. Sorry for a little bit of a troll in the beginning, but I had to make myself chuckle with those because I know that's what his main purpose is for. But again, as you can see, with the proper build, he could be a very effective and very powerful unit. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. If you made it around this long, please leave a like and subscribe. Also, if you're here, why don't you go ahead and check out some other videos on the channel, maybe some other builds. And with that, have a great rest of your day.